Again, speaking for our bank, we believe we have about the best technology footprint that any bank has, not just in the country, but across the world. Having said that, every bank and the technology department has to reinvent itself. So you can't just say that we got the solution set and then you rest on your laurels and say that it'll work for the next 10, 15 years. Every few years, let's say 7 to 10 years, you've got to relook at your architecture and reconstruct it and see some elements which in a relative sense, I may use the word legacy, you got to pull it out and then go back and put something in which is more contemporary and it makes more sense. So from our point of view, we will continuously keep investing and reinventing and re-architecting our IT department to position the bank for the growth that we're experiencing. We experienced a growth well over 30% compounded year on year, and if you can keep doing the math from where we are, the next 5, 6, 7 years, you can see the size of the bank. So we've got to think ahead of what the bank will look like 6, 7 years from now and position our entire IT architecture and platforms to cater to that growth from the. Yesterday, we announced what we believe is a transformational and exciting project, which is in the space of the two dimensions. One on the ATM side to give customer more power and make the ATMs a lot faster. And the second is to really target our communication to our customers in a consistent way across all our direct banking channels, which is ATM, internet and phone. And I think that's transformational, it's pioneering, and I think it can make a significant difference to the way we talk to our customers and manage our business growth. So that's just one illustration of what we have done here. But for us, it's continued. How do we acquire more and more customers? How do we increase the market share? How do we do inclusive banking? How do we, in a meaningful, in a practical way, address the needs of our customers across the countryside, whether it's rural or semi-urban population of a country? Well, from an IT perspective, clearly, the IT unit needs to calibrate its response and activity in consonance with what's happening in the environment. So clearly, there is a perceptible slowdown, so the IT department has to recalibrate what it needs to do. Having said that, for our bank specifically, there is tremendous opportunity that we see for growth. We are very well positioned to increase our market share in the economy. And we will continue to invest in technology because that for us is a critical element of our strategy. And for us, the only question is that we got to calibrate our activity in the business and rethink a little bit. But for us, investment is normal. Well, clearly, speaking for our bank, I think my personal focus has always been as to how can IT help increase the bank's revenue in a more efficient way, which is essentially saying for every incremental rupee of revenue, you need to spend less and less IT dollars, IT rupees. So keeping that focus in mind, I think that focus gets even more amplified and enhanced in times like today.